The Italian Carcano model 1938 short rifle. The Italians, as time progressed, kind of realized that their 1891 rifle system was getting a little outdated, so they come up with some ideas to improve it. And what they did is they started with the 1938, this is the 1938 short rifle. There were three rifles in this series. There was a 1938 short rifle. There would be a Troop Special rifle, which just looks like the Troop Special, except after this point, the Italian rifles were all being made with fixed sights, all models, after they started with this. With the very rare exception, a couple of the companies still produced cavalry carbines in 6.5 with adjustable sights. Okay? So I don't know if any of them, because they only manufactured for 2 years or something, these rifles. And what they also did with the 38 is they changed the caliber. They came up with the 7.35 Carcano, which basically is just a slightly larger bullet. The 6.5 is 0.268 of an inch in diameter and has a torpedo bullet, where the 7.35 is 0.300 thousandths of an inch in diameter with a 138 grain bullet. So why they kind of chose this to upgrade as compared to this, other than the older style torpedo bullets? This is the 6.5, this is the 7.35. I guess they were trying to modernize their guns. So there were three different types of rifles. This, a Troop Special, and a cavalry carbine with a folding bayonet. They all had fixed sights, and they were all chambered in the 7.35. Still your basic Carcano action, okay? The magazine, the clips even work with both calibers, you can, and the bolt is the same, bent bolt handle, same safety, same bolt, same action. Okay, the only difference is if you look, they kind of use round barrels now, that square-sided thing, I think they did away with that. The fixed sights. This one here, the markings are the same, serial number. This has a SA on it. This gun was issued to Finland. That's what the SA in the box was. And this will be the most common variety of this rifle that you will find in the US. And then here we got date of manufacture, 1939. Okay, and they also adopted, because once they stopped making the 7.35s, they made similar guns in 6.5. So now these sights were all marked with the caliber, so there wouldn't be any confusion. And what was strange about this model was the short rifle had a 21.5 inch barrel, and then they made a Troop Special or carbine that had a 17.5 inch barrel. I really kind of don't know why they do that, but what they were going for is a smaller, lighter, compact gun. And another thing is they had a unique bayonet for this. They had a knife-style bayonet. I don't have one, but I can get a repro of it because they're kind of rare and expensive. And the bayonet would latch on like a regular bayonet, but then it could fold down, and that's what this notch is here. It could fold down and still be attached, and you can unfold it. But if you detached it, it had a metal sheath just like this that you can wear on your belt with a bayonet frog. So it was kind of a interesting idea and unique. And like I said, I may spring for one of the repros. They go for like 90 bucks, 80, 90 bucks. But it'd be a neat thing to put on here. But all kind of basically still the same Carcano. The stock's a little bit different. And if you look also, the sling mount is on the side, other than the traditional down here on the lower ends. And also, I've kind of neglected this, all Italian Carcanos or all Italian rifles, the 1870s, have these stock cartouches or stamps in them. Most of the ones I have are obliterated. That's probably the best example of one I have. My Troop Special's gone. My Cavalry Carbine, that one's gone. You can barely see the one on my one long rifle, 91 long rifle, but that's the best example that I have. And also, this gun had a trapdoor in the butt plate, which the cleaning rod went into. This did not have a under the barrel cleaning rod like the traditional or the original 91s. So a little bit different, a little bit interesting gun. They didn't stay in service long. A lot of them were resold or given away as aid, like this rifle here was given to Finland. That's why it has that marking SA in the box. Now the Finns supposedly put a little bit higher sight blade on here because the Italians had the fixed sight zeroed in at 300 yards and the Finns didn't like it. So they added a little bit higher sight blade that supposedly with the Finnish marked guns, this should be sighted in at, or it should be zeroed at 150 yards. Ammunition was probably tough to find. You can get it from, you can get the reloading supplies from PPU. I can get the brass. Hornady does make the bullet that is just for this caliber. It's very unique. It's the only, they make the one bullet in a 300 of an inch diameter, .300, and it's a Hornady bullet on PPU brass. There was no other weapon chambered in this round, so it's kind of a tough round to get. So shooting these guns can be an expensive proposition. It's not easy. And a lot of stores don't stock either the 6.5 Carcano or the 7.35. But you can reload it. You can get dies. I think Lee makes the dies, Hornady makes the bullets, and PPU makes the brass. Hornady probably made the brass too, but Hornady's brass components can be expensive. So I have fired this gun, but I thought that the sights were set at 300 yards and that, so we're going to have to go out. I got a load. I'll go over reloading this. It's pretty basic. You only got one choice of bullet. I think you can get a bullet mold and cast a bullet for this particular caliber. So you can shoot them. And actually I got some good accuracy out of it. The thing is, I just didn't know where my sights were gauged at distance. When you get past 100 yards, I think it's difficult to hit things. So we'll work on that also. We'll do a video on reloading for this, and we'll take this out and shoot it and see how it does. But that's the 7.35 family of guns. Basically, that's your overview of it there. And like I said, there's two other types in this caliber, but I don't have them. So I only had the short rifle. But that's it on this one.